Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you all. Today in this video we'll be looking at enum, right? So what are enums? Right? Enums are a user defined type, right? Basically we use enums to like restrict variable to a predefined value, and this in turn helps us to like keep track of state. Take for instance, you want to run a food delivery business, right? You want to be able to keep track of the various state and the various status of the delivery, right? In the case where your customer orders a goods, right, or of a food, you basically want to keep track of this in various statuses, right, or various states. So when they pay for the order in spending, once the order is being processed and shipped out, the status changes to shipped, and after the order has been shipped, you don't want a case where the order is being cancelled, right? So once the order has been shipped, you also want to take note of the next stage, which is either the customer accepts the order or it's being rejected, right? So once the customer accepts the order, this means that the order has been completed, right? And if they reject the order, right, it has to go back to the restaurant for whatever reason the customer specified. All right, so yeah, pretty much it. We can represent this using enums. So basically, to declare an enum, you basically use the enum keyword, the name of the enum, and your curly braces, then the various predefined value. As you can see here, we declared the keyword enum, the name is status, then the various predefined value. In this case, we have pending, shipped, accepted, rejected, and also cancelled. Each of these predefined values are represented in units, right? It basically returns units. So, and also it's important to note that the default value of an enum is actually the first of its predefined value, in this case, pending. So also, an enum can be declared outside of the contract. This means that the scope becomes global, and any contract that imports this file basically has access to use the enum. And pretty much it. Let's take a look at how enums are used. Let's head over to Remix IDE basically and create a new file called enums.story, right? And pretty much what I want to do is check the compiler version to 0.20. Also want to declare the contract keyword to enums, right? And yeah, pretty much let's declare enums. Now the first thing we want to do is the enum keyword. Let's call this status, right? And then the various predefined values. We have pending, we have shipped, we have accepted, we have rejected, and we also have cancelled, right? So yeah, alright. So this is how to declare an enum. Alright, so let's quickly set this to a variable, right? And let's call this let's set it to public and let's call it status, right? So it assigns this enum variable to this new variable declared here. So let's quickly um, set default, right? Or let's get default, right? Let's get default. We mentioned that the default of an enum is basically the first on the list, right? Public view returns status, and then let's set this to return status, right? So this basically returns the default, which is pending, and it's highlighted in unit to be 0, right? So the next thing we want to do is to set um, the different enums. Let's call this set and basically call this public, right? And say status um, status equals, let's call this small letter underscore status, right? So the next thing we want to do is also to um, set a particular predefined value. Let's say we want to set accepted. I don't know what we pretty much have to do is um, a parenthesis, important status equals status dot accepted, right? So it sets the enum status to be accepted. Right, pretty much it. Let's redeploy this and see how that works. Right. So yeah, the current status should be 0. Like we mentioned, we said that it returns urine. So for pending, we have the 0. For shipped, it returns 1. Right. So for accepted, it returns 2. For rejected, it returns 3. Then for cancelled, basically returns 4. So let's quickly check. So to get to the default also is 0. And because we declared this to be a public variable, it automatically writes a getter function for us. So let's set accepted, right? In this case, this means that we should be expecting 3 to be the new status, or sorry, 2 to be the new status because of course it's accepted. Let's take the default also 2. And now let's set the status to, let's say, cancelled. Oh yeah, let's set it to cancel. Let's put in 4. And let's check the default changes to 4. And let's set back the state to shift 1. Let's check 1, 1. Let's set it to accepted. We have 2. We have 2. So that's how enums work pretty much. And I hope you've been able to understand how enums work. Alright, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.